Hey guys, this is Kimise, and I'm back with a brand new game that I have been just playing the heck out of for the last month or so, and I really wanted to introduce it to you. It's called Against the Storm. So I'm super excited to have you guys hanging out with me and checking out this game for me. If you like a new spin on city makers, but also also kind of roguelike where you have a meta that you've got to build, and it's a really different game, I think, compared to some city builders. I'm pretty excited to show it to you and hang out with you guys for a little bit. We are going to get started. I'm going to show you some of the things about this and get into it. So basically, the whole idea behind this game is that this is a post-apocalyptic, and there's this terrible storm that rages and wipes out all colonies every time. And there's only one safe place, which is ruled by this queen. Yeah, we're going to get to know her a little bit. And she appoints us as a viceroy to go out and to build these settlements and to find things as in between cycles of the storm. The storm has yearly cycles. So basically, you're going to be making settlements. So you're not just making one big city and continuing to modify it over a period of time. You are going out and you're powering yourself up as a leader multiple times throughout the gameplay, and you're building that guy up into a meta until you get better and better at it. So I'm pretty excited about it. I've been playing it for a month. I cannot stop playing it. I really enjoy this game. So you guys are along for the ride. So I went ahead and made a brand new profile. We're starting from the beginning. Plus, they just did a huge update, which totally changes some of the meta to it. So I'm going to be learning some of it as we go along. It is in early access, so they're continuing to take feedback and build on it. But I'll tell you what, it's worth the 20 some odd dollars I paid for it on Steam. By far, I've gotten more than enough content, time with it and play time with it, and I know I'm going to play it a lot more. So that's why I want to share it with you guys, and I'm going to make a series out of this, and we'll see how well it does. If you guys really enjoy it, make sure you comment below.
The world is plagued by the Blight Storm, a vile cycle of destruction ravaging everything in its path. The only safe haven is the smoldering city, where the mysterious scorched queen reigns. You are one of her viceroys, a pioneer sent into the wilds, tasked with establishing new settlements and acquiring valuable resources for the crown. Your goal is to help rebuild the smoldering city and secure the future of the queen's subjects.
Fantastic. So that's the background to the story and everything. I'm going to bring the background down just a little bit so we can hear everything. And excited. So basically, here we got our town hall. And this right here, this is a pretty important thing. This is a fire. We can move doing WASD. Okay, so pretty easy like that. And what I like to do is I like to do some prepping right here. Neglecting your village will increase the queen's impatience. We're going to show you what that means here in just a little bit. In fact, right below, well, there we go. Right at the bottom of the screen. You see that skull there? That's the queen's impatience, right? Okay. And then fulfilling our dedication will increase the reputation. That's our left side. So what we want to do is we want to fill this blue bar all the way to the top before the red bar gets built all the way to the top. Very good. Okay. Now, what we're going to choose, we're going to choose some blueprints. So basically, we don't get all the blueprints in the game. We get some basic build blueprints, and then we've got to choose some. So let's go ahead and select Woodcutter's Camp. We got to have this. This is the basic one that we start off with. Okay, and so we can hit space to resume, and I guess that works. So it's basically walking us through a quick tutorial, and we always start with the wood camp. Okay, so we're going to be getting a ability to put this on, unless they've changed. There we go. Now, if you see right here, this is where our woodcutter's camp goes before. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put these in places that I have found to be fairly strategic, right here. And I like putting two of them here. And I'm going to select it, and I'm going to go ahead and mark where my, okay, so there we go. So we have woodcutter's camps. We got to build two of them and collect 10 logs each. Okay, so they're going to go ahead and build the camps. We're going to speed this up along, so I'm going to go through 3 times. Otherwise, this can take quite a while. So we're going to go ahead and add, a couple of beavers over there. Beavers are really good for wood cutting. And like if you hover over here, this tells you what they're good at. Like for instance, humans are good for farming and they love brewing. So if you put those in those roles, that keeps them happy. Beavers love cutting wood and they're engineers. They do that. And the lizards, they're great for getting meat production and for being warm or in warm environments. So that's another good thing, okay? So we can assign our guys just like that. In fact, let's go ahead and close this for right now. Okay. Now, notice that we already hit an objective. If you watch our blue bar, when we deliver the objective, it goes up, the red goes down. And so we have another objective. We're going to be exploring the wilds. And we had to find a few more beavers. And the rewards we get for that is 3 more humans and some meat. So there we go. Okay, so that's what we're going to do here. Now, let's see here. We can use R to rotate. Very good like that. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start off by building some pathways. Because one of the things you learn early on in this game is they move a whole lot faster in pathways. And I like pathways anyways. It's a city builder. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'm going to have a pathway go out here like this. Pathway go out here like this. I also like pathways directly in front of... Whoops. That was a mistake. Go ahead and get rid of those pathways. Bam. Bam. Okay. Just like that. Now, we need some food. So if you click this, it's going to show you what you need to build. Unfortunately, I don't have what's needed to build. Let's see if they can give us some more blueprints. Shelter. Ooh, this is a big deal. So we have to have shelter for all our guys. Let's go ahead and grab the shelter. And I'm just going to go ahead and build a couple of shelters. Okay, now you see this yellow line here. This is how far the fire reaches, and you only want to build shelters within the earth, the sacred earth area. Otherwise, people will complain and they'll be unhappy. They won't have enough warmth, and yeah, it just doesn't work. Okay, now let's see here. Do we have any more? No more blueprints. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to open up some glades, because if we look at this, we got to open up 2 glades, and we got to get some more beavers. Very good, very good. Okay. Now, nice. Now, if I had some other blueprints, I could start collecting clay, because that's a clay deposit. This up here is a broccoli patch, or moss broccoli. This up here is really useful stuff, too. It's a flax field. But unfortunately, I don't have blueprints for that. Early in the game, you start off with very few blueprints, but you'll start collecting them as you progress in the meta. That's like one of the goals, is to get the blueprints that work out for you best, okay? Now, as soon as we open up both these areas, one of the things you can... Ooh, look, we have some people that came. So we'll collect another beaver, okay? I do like to do 2 wood shacks because it doesn't seem like we ever get enough beavers, okay? And so, good. We have enough, so boom, boom, boom. That is one objective done. Now, one of the things I do like to do about wood, if I look at my things right here... Oh, I got it. I can only do it that way. Okay. So they're only going to chop where they chop. We've opened 1 glade. That's a small glade, which usually has extra resources, so you want to be chopping and going for those glades. I'm going to go ahead and grab this. We're going to move. We can move it by using the house move there and pull him down here. Now, right now it's not... Ooh, good. I can select where I want them to... chop. So we're going to have them do some chopping specific areas. That way I can go ahead and glade them up, right? And I like to only mark trees, but for right now, since we're in the tutorial area, we're going to be there. Now you notice that her unhappiness is growing. Not so good. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to change it from a lizard to a person. Now person, they have a fire tending ability. If you look down here in the bottom left, these are the effects. When you have a person in there, what it does is human firekeepers create a special link with the Citadel, and impatience grows slower. So we're going to use that to help her impatience grow slower. We can also go ahead and... Oh, we can't sacrifice it. Okay, they still haven't shown us all the mechanics of the game yet. Okay? We're going to pick carpenter's tools. That's going to make them move a little faster. We have 2 glades open. We already hit the good stuff. And whenever you hit a goal, okay, like we check this one here, you'll notice that we get new blueprints. And so a forager's camp is going to be super important. So we're going to go ahead and get a forager's camp opened up right up here. Bam. And as soon as they get that built, we're going to collect some villagers. So we got to collect some vegetables. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to see who's best for foragers. It says farming. So we're going to go ahead and throw 2 of our humans there. Okay. Now you'll notice there's some other things that built up, but they haven't opened up yet. So we haven't quite got all the things we need yet. So we're just going to keep going. Now, do we have any more? Nope. Reputation of 2. So basically, this is how it works. You got to keep the fire burning. If the fire goes out, everybody gets unhappy and they start leaving. That can be not good. Yes, that can be not good. You definitely do not want everybody ditching you. So you got to keep them happy. Now, if you see this green line over here, this is on the resolve. And when it goes blue, you've got them in a really good place. They're really happy. If it goes down to red, they start quitting, they start leaving, and life is miserable. Okay, let's collect this. Look, it goes up, and guess what? We got another thing. But first off, let's go ahead and select another blueprint, a stonecutter's blueprint. Now, this is pretty easy, so if we go ahead and we want to go ahead and do some stone collecting. Now, notice also you see the housing thing right here. We want to make sure that's at 0 because if they're homeless, they tend to be unhappy. Now, notice that the stonecutters doesn't really have any specific needs, so we're going to go and throw a couple of our lizard buddies over in there. And it looks like we got another caravan of people coming, which is great. Well, that stone and that cloth will be good. Notice you can pick different groups of people, and notice we need some more housing. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, I'm a kind of this is the grids I've been doing for a while now, so I'm going to go ahead and show you how I usually grid these out, housing. Now, I'm going to go ahead and move these guys over here. They're going to be more effective. I'm going to go ahead and build some paths because they always move faster if they have some pathways to work through, right? Yes. And we're just going to keep going like this. I'm going to go south in this build for right now, and it looks like our stonecutter's cabin has produced. Let's go ahead and deliver. Very, very good. And now we have to make a harvester's camp. That's going to be another basic blueprint. So let's collect that blueprint, 1 harvester's camp. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and build the harvester's camp. And basically, whenever you build something, it's going to show you what you can harvest. Like we can harvest these things right here, which is fantastic. So we're going to go ahead and do that for right now. We opened up a new glade. Uh-oh, we've got a problem. Now take a look at this. This is an ancient shrine, and we have got to be able to do something about this because the ancient shrine is going to cause a curse for us. Yep, just like that, and kill somebody off if we don't take care of it. Yes, and let's go ahead and put a couple people over here. Just put a couple of our human buddies over here. So what do we need to be able to solve this? Well, that's a good question. If you notice, the resources to solve this is we need planks, but we don't have planks, but we can use our wood. We don't have scrolls right now, and we don't have fabric. So we're in kind of trouble right now because we do not have the materials. But we did get our harvesters. Now, what we need is we need to be able to build some of this stuff. So what we need is yes, the crude workstation. So we can build this. Notice this is under industry. We're going to go ahead and add the crude workstation right there. Okay, and that's going to allow us to build things like cloth because we desperately need cloth. Otherwise, this thing's going to keep killing our people, right? Okay. So let's go ahead and add we're going to add a couple lizards in there for right now because we don't have a better place for them. We're going to go ahead and make, well, we want planks too. But we're going to go ahead and make, we're going to take pipes off because we don't need pipes right now. But we're going to make these right here the priorities. Now, normally you're going to be able to make a priority out of them as well, but you'll be able to select them and you'll be able to have your guys fixate on just building those things. So like, for instance, we're turning bricks off because we don't need these. I don't need them making bricks because they will make bricks only. You know, that they have a habit of not making what you want. So if you're looking for something specific, good. We're going to take the fiber delivery. So basically, the orders, whenever that pops, well, I'm sorry, not the orders. The orders, whenever that pops up, that's going to tell you what you got to do. So once again, we have to do all 3 of those. Oh, we have to do bricks. Well, okay. We're going to turn bricks on because we don't want to not do that. But at the same time, we need to solve this problem. So we're going to put this on fabric. We're going to be able to get some fabric here not too long from now. And we're going to set 2 of our people there. And we're going to go ahead and accept some more stuff that's going to help. Well, yeah, it's going to help us accomplish that. Okay? So we're still good with wood, but we don't have any fabric. We're still having issues with materials. Oh, maybe if I would actually assign somebody over here to do this, we would be in good shape. Okay, look at that. So we're still high in the blue. Things are going well, guys. I hope you guys are getting ideas. See, this can be a lot of fun. At the same time, if we wanted to, we can go ahead and start doing some decorations. I like putting benches like here in front of the fire because there's a place where everybody can hang out and enjoy that warm fire. I like doing that. That's just me, because they work hard, and I like giving them something like a park too. So then they can come over here and they can sit in front of the fire and they can enjoy the park. I like that. Good. So we got 4 fabric now. That's fantastic. Can we do this yet? Let's send them over to investigate because we got to solve this problem quick. Because this thing is going to curse every so often. Now the good news is we're going to get an ancient tablet, and that can be pretty useful later on. So what do you guys think so far? Pretty neat. I like arranging things in different ways and getting different looks. Like for instance, this would be a great place for a park. So let's go ahead and just throw a park there. Now, whenever you're building in these areas, you want to keep in mind though that, there we go. We got all of our building blocks. Bam, new one delivered. Okay. So that's pretty awesome. Okay. And look at this. We have another one. So now we've got to defeat a dangerous glade, which we just did. But we'll have to see how that works out and do a couple of other things. Ooh, okay. So let's go ahead and bring this guy forward, and we're going to have him open up a new glade. Very well. And there we go. So very nice, very nice, very nice. So this would be considered a dangerous glade. A dangerous glade will have resources like what we just saw, but it'll also have a challenge that we have to make a decision on. And usually you need to free some people up to go take care of it. Oh, look, we get the goal already for dangerous glades. Notice that this orders here will show up. So basically anything you have up here that you haven't completed yet will show up here under orders. And we got it. We got the ancient tablet because we solved that problem. Very good. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I really like this. Now, if we look here, we can actually build specific types of houses. Now, I don't often use them, but if you wanted to, you can pick a specific type of house and you can build it. Now remember, these houses have the same type of rules, is you got to build them within that area, okay? And when they build that, what that'll do is you'll notice that our humans, since they got a house specifically made for them, like these are all generic houses, which are great, but notice the humans' resolve just went up because now we're building houses just for them, okay? Ah, check it out. What did we just find here? We found an herbalist camp. Now, when you find things like this, okay, you can actually go in and repair them. So, for instance, if we wanted to, we can send a couple of humans over here, and we can go ahead and rebuild. We can send somebody over there, and that's one way to get something that you haven't had yet. In fact, let's go ahead and bring some. Now, I'm not sure if we have. Now, if we don't have the resources, what you'll see is you'll see an exclamation point. For instance, we don't have the 2 gears to do this, okay? And that could be because I built 2 woodcutters camps, but that's okay because we're not really having to complete this to complete the mission. But that's one way. Oh, look, we must have gotten the gears from somewhere because they are rebuilding it. And there you go. Notice that this one takes a specialization for alchemy, which is a different type of people. Notice we've got humans, we've got beavers, and we've got lizards. There are actually 2 more races that we can be assigned. Usually you don't get more than a variety of 3. The 2 other races are harpies, which are actually alchemists, yep, and foxes, which have a couple of other cults. Now, if we wanted to collect this stuff, which we absolutely would, I'd probably put humans here just because it's not near the fires. So if we were to put like the lizards there, they'd probably start getting unhappy and grumpy. Notice this one here has run out of resources. So when something runs out of resources, you can go ahead and move it and bring it near the resources, and then the exclamation goes away. Look up here, a couple of other events. Now, we don't have a meat one, and I don't think we're getting any more blueprints, unfortunately. Yeah, we're done with blueprints. But we can also go over here, like we've got, how much stone do we got? We got 29 stone. Let's go ahead and send a human and a lizard, and we can open this up, and by going through this left behind thing, we can get ourselves some barrels of wine and copper. So you select it. This would be called one of the choice for your things. So you can do this, or you can also open these up and send them to the capital, and they'll give you some more reputation. So your blue bar will go up, as well as you'll get amber, which is really useful for trading. Boy, now I probably hit you guys with a whole bunch of stuff, but this is a really great way to start the game. Now, I'll tell you what, this game is like the first game in a long time I have not been able to stop playing. I've been getting on and playing and getting on and playing and getting on and playing, and I absolutely love it. couple hints when you're building stuff is use paths to link everything up, because these guys are going to need to go back here and put everything back into the main warehouse, which is your main city building. So notice that if you go ahead and put roads, like for instance, if you want this cache opened up quicker, send a road to it, or a path. You will be able to make different types of roads, like a couple of other types, one being stone, later on in the game after you get those blueprints. So a lot of the stuff you're only going to be able to make based upon the blueprints you get. Okay, so for instance, the more you play, the more blueprints you get. So here, let's go ahead and accept another shipment of people. Great, great, great. Notice that we still have plenty of housing for everyone. This needs to, but I would, if I was continuing playing, I would move it up here to try to clear out those glades, because there's no more glades over this way. Because this is a shortened map. This is a tutorial map right here. Okay, I say let's go ahead and call it, and let's take that reward, and there we go. Our settlement's complete, and that's it. So what's great about this? Well, you can make a settlement and decide, okay, I didn't like the way that looked, or I didn't like the way that looked. Okay, now, and then you can rebuild it and you can adjust it. So then you can go back. Now notice we get some rewards. This is pretty important, food stockpiles, because you can use these to up your games, to add more benefits. So the next time you go out and build, you can actually select some meta that's going to help you be more effective in the game. And this was just one type of forest where we built this particular. There's a lot more to the game. Now, if this is something that you are interested in, I'm going to be streaming this game on Friday night. Yeah, I'm going to on Friday night, which is tonight actually. So check out my stream announcements. You should see a stream schedule for that, and I'm pretty excited to do that. Another thing, if you like it, leave me some comments. If you like the channel or if you like the video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It really helps out a lot, because I plan to make a series out of this, because I really, really, really enjoy it. Love all the feedback I can get from you. So if this was something that you thought was really interesting, or something that you think would be very good, you'd like to see more of, make sure you leave me some comments down below, guys. And thanks everybody for hanging out with me for this quick run through. Have a great day, and I'll see you at stream. Catch you later, guys. Bye-bye.